In this video, you learn how to do 2CP PBL. So basically what this method is you're solving both layers, or PBL, just using 2CP Algs. So I'll give you an example. We have this case. It's 1CP, 2 CPs, and we're done the whole thing. This method is pretty much better than using CP than EP. However, it only applies for a few cases in PBL, and I'll go over all of them in this video. For 2CP PBL, there's obviously two parts, which is the 2 CPs. So here we have the first CP. This is one called a setup move. This is going to set you up for the last CP, which you already know. So in this video, you'll learn how to set up each layer. So first I'm going to show you which CPs to use. So for example, we got this one. This is a single G Perm. This is one you don't want to use because it's not that fast. And next, and finally, we have the N Perm on just one layer, so you don't want to use this. These are the better ones. So we have this one. This is just JJ. This one is going to be JN. Lastly, we have this one, NN. So these are the ones that you want to use. So the first case is just to have a soft layer. So whenever you get this case, you have two options. Of course, you have the J Perm, and it's going to give you obviously a J Perm. And there's an N Perm, so it's going to give you an N Perm. Next, for the J Perms, we have a few options here. So first off, we can just do a J Perm on the soft side. This is going to give us an M Perm. Next, we can just do an N Perm, and this is just going to give us another J Perm. So the last way to do this is to just do a J Perm from here. So that gives us another J Perm, or from here, which gives us another J Perm. You don't want to do the J Perm from here because it's going to give you a soft side and it's going to lead you to a bad case. So lastly, we have the N Perm. So this is a very easy case. You can do this at any angle, and it's literally just to do a J Perm, and that leads you to another J Perm. Of course, you don't want to do an N Perm because it'll solve it, and the solve cases are pretty bad. So next we have the T Perms. So there's two ways to do it. In both cases, you want the block that you're misaligning to be in front. So here's the first case. So we have the block here, and we'll do a J Perm. And that gives us another J Perm. And the other one is if it's here. So this is the opposite. The block's in front and it's aligned, and we'll do a J Perm from here. And that gives us another J Perm. So for the mirrors or the bottom cases, it's the same exact thing. Here you have a T Perm. The block's going to be in front and it's going to be aligned. J Perm from here. It's going to give us another Perm. For this one, we'll hold it like this, aligned with the block, it's in front. J Perm from here. And it gives us another J Perm. So here we have the Y Perms. So for this case, there's two options just like the T Perm. So for both of them, there's an isolated corner that I usually hold in front in theory. You're going to hold it in the back. So the two versions to solve this is this one. So you're going to align this block and do a J Perm here. And you get another J Perm. The other case to solve this is same thing. You're going to hold it, this isolated corner in the back, and you're going to align this block. And you do a J Perm from the front, and you get another J Perm. Alright, for the mirrors, same exact thing. Isolated corner is in the back. We'll do a J Perm, and we have this aligned block. That gives us a J Perm. So this last angle, align with this block. Of course, isolated corner is in the back. Block, J Perm, and we get another J Perm. So next we have the G Perms. So all these are held like in the front. So first off, we have this case where the non-opposite edge is on the left, and we'll misalign it and then do a J Perm from the front, and you get another J Perm. This other case, non-opposite is on the left, misalign it, J Perm from the front, and we get another J Perm. So the last two cases, opposite on the left. So for these cases, you don't misalign it, and you just keep it as it is, J Perm at the front. You get a J Perm. Other case, opposite on the left. Again, don't misalign it, J Perm in the front, and you get a J Perm. So next we have H Perms. So for this case, you're just gonna do 2 M Perms. So it doesn't matter where you align it. Do an M Perm, and get another M Perm. Again, if you misalign it, doesn't really matter. You still get an M Perm. Bottom, exact same thing. Just do an M Perm, and get an M Perm. If you don't misalign it, same thing. For the A Perms, it doesn't really matter which way the corner is going, they're all really done the same. You want to find an opposite pair, so a pair of opposite colors that are not opposite to the headlights. So for example, this is not going to work because these are opposite to the headlights, but these do. So you're going to do a J Perm from the front at this angle, misaligning these opposites. So from here, J Perm from here, gives us a J Perm. Here, the opposites, this pair is right here, not opposite the headlights, so we're good. Hold it in front, it's aligned, J Perm. And we have a J Perm. Lastly, for the bottom cases, it's done the exact same way. Here's the pair of opposites. They're not opposite the headlights. Misalign it to preserve it. And we'll just do a J Perm in the front. And we got J Perm. Lastly, we have this case. Opposite pair. It's aligned. It's not opposite the headlights, so that's good. Let's do a J Perm from the front. And we got a J Perm. So lastly, we have the G Perms. So the first set I want to cover is the ones with the headlights here and the block opposite the headlights. So all these cases are pretty simple. You're going to hold the headlights in front or to do a J Perm from the headlights. And it might seem like you want to preserve the block in the back, but you're not actually going to do that. So you're gonna purposely misalign it to break out the block in the back. And just do a J Perm from here. And you get an M Perm. Same thing here. Blocks here, headlights here in front. We're gonna break up this block, J Perm from the front, and we get an M Perm. Alright, so we got this on the bottom now. So it's the exact same concept. Headlights in front. We have this block here, we're gonna break it up. J Perm in front, gives an M Perm. Last one, same thing, headlights are in front. You're gonna align it so it breaks up this block, J Perm in front, get an M Perm. So last off we have all the G Perms where we have the headlights. The blocks is adjacent to the headlights, like this. So for these cases, you're going to align it so you're preserving these blocks, and just do an M Perm. And that gives you a J Perm. Same thing here. Assignment the block here. Doesn't matter what angle you're doing it, as long as you're preserving this block, it's fine. So just do an M Perm. M Perm on the top gives you a J Perm. Last cases, these are when it's on the bottom. So first one, this one, blocks like this, N Perm on the bottom, she gives a J Perm. So there we go, we have a J Perm. Remember, you want to preserve that block. Last case, we have this block here, headlights here, adjacent. So we're going to preserve the block, do an M Perm, and there's a J Perm. So this method only works if you get the case on top and bottom layer that are included in the previous ones I shown. So that's solved, T or Y, J, N, A, U, H, or G. So if you get any of those cases on both the top and the bottom layer, you can use this method. So let's do some example solves. So here I have 4 example PBLs. So we'll go through them one by one. So first one, we have solved G Perm. So this is a good case and we can use our technique for it. So we'll notice that on the bottom we have a G Perm. We have the block adjacent to the headlights. And what we have to do here is an M Perm. So of course we don't want to do a plain M Perm because that's bad. So we have a solved layer here. So do a JN. What that's going to do is give us a JJ, and we can just do that normally. So next up we have an H Perm on the bottom, and here we have a G Perm. Again, we have the block adjacent to the headlights. So here we have to do an M Perm. Here we have to do an M Perm. So we'll do NN first. And then we still have an M Perm on the bottom, but now we have a J Perm on top, and we can just solve this normally. Next case, we have H Perm again on bottom, and we have J Perm on top. So we don't want to do a JN because that's going to solve this case, so we're going to misalign it. And then do JN. So we're gonna do that, and then we're left with JN. Alternatively, we can always misalign it this way, and then we can just do NN, and then we get JN again. So it doesn't really matter like which way you do it. Last case, we have JG. So this one, the block is opposite of the headlights, so we're gonna have to do a J Perm. So we're going to hold it in a way where it breaks up the block, and we can hold the bottom like this. So we're going to switch these two and these two, do a JJ. So this is going to give us an M Perm. And since we're holding it like this, it's going to give us an M Perm too. So yeah. And we get NN. So yeah. So I'm going to do 4 more example solves. This one we have a T Perm on bottom, Y Perm on top. So this is one of the cases where you can do a few things, but since we're in this angle, we'll just do this. Block here, it's aligned. Block here, we're gonna align it like this. And we're gonna do JJ. And then we're left with JJ. For here, we have a U Perm on top. On bottom, we have a G Perm. So we're gonna do this like this. You notice that the block is adjacent to here, so we're gonna do an M Perm. So, and on bottom, the opposite's here, it's on the left, so we're gonna do a J Perm, not misaligning the block. So N, J, we're actually gonna hold it like this. After that, we're left with JJ. Oops. So yeah. Here we have G solved. Solved is a nice case, you can just do anything to it, pretty much. But we have G here. Blocks opposite to here. Let's do a J Perm. we're gonna hold the opposite like this. We're gonna break up this block. And from here, we'll just do a JJ, switching these two and these two. That's gonna give us a J Perm on bottom and M Perm on top. And we can just solve it. Lastly, we have this case. So G Perm on top, G Perm on bottom. Both these G Perms, I noticed that the block is opposite the headlights. So what we're gonna do here is 2 J's. So we're gonna break up this block like this. We're gonna break up this block like this. And 2 J's from the front. And we are left with 2 N Perms. So those are the example solves. That's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you learned something. Thanks for watching.